It's time to make some ice cream.
And this thing should help make it a breeze.
Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are Two
Crazy Ketos. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time there's a new gadget in the kitchen, you'll be alerted to it.
So in the past, we have reviewed the original Ninja Creami, which we absolutely love. We think it really changed the whole landscape when it came to making ice cream at home. We recently reviewed the Ninja Creami Deluxe. I will leave a link for that one up here.
It is deluxe.
Well, today we have the Ninja Creami Breeze.
So this is supposed to be back to the smaller container.
Yes, this is replacing the original like 5-in-1, 7-in-1 that we were buying a couple of years ago. They've made a couple modifications. So we purchased one. This video is not sponsored by Ninja. We make no money from them. They don't know we're making the video. Hey, Ninja, if you want to sponsor us, we are definitely open to it. We love all Ninja products.
Clearly.
But as of right now, at the recording of this video, Ninja is not sponsoring Two Crazy Ketos, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We purchased this with our own money from the Ninja website. We did find like a coupon, like when you click on, it gives you a coupon. I'll see if I can leave a link for that coupon down below. It took a little bit of money off. So I think it took like 20 bucks off. It was like 10% off. Hey, you know what? That's a savings. I have seen it starting to show up in places like Sam's Club, Target, and stuff like that. But again, delivered directly to our house. So we're gonna unbox this. We're going to make a cycle in it, and then we're gonna really quickly compare this one to the original as well as to the Deluxe, so that you could make an informed decision if you wanna get a Ninja Creami, and then of course, which model should you get? You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will attempt to unbox this. I think the easiest way is just kind of turn it on its side and dump it. So we do have some instructions. Little cardboard piece here.
Now I have a question.
Okay.
My first question is, if I already have the original Creami, do the canisters from that Creami work in here, or is there an entirely new canister?
Well, we're gonna find out, but a little secret, so far as I know, you cannot use the original canister.
Oh, because I've really amassed quite the collection.
Yes. Okay, so this is the Ninja Creami Deluxe. We did open it, I did not take it out of the box, only so that I can take out the containers. And so let's do this. Here is the container. I've got another one over here that I've already mixed up, but let me grab one of the original containers so we can show that to you. Okay, so we've got the original Ninja Creami container here. This is the lid for this container. And then in here, we're gonna have our paddle.
Huh. So it's gonna be like a self-contained thing.
Yes.
You don't need the bigger outer container.
Yeah, I'll grab the old one over there. So you have your piece here, paddle latch, your paddle goes here, and so it snaps on just like the original one. And then this is gonna go in here. So if you look at the two containers, they are different.
Dang it.
So the original container will not work in this system, and this will not work in the original machine.
First thing that comes to mind, Joe, is when you have like the 11th and then 12th edition of a textbook. Like, I feel like they could have figured out some way to make it so that we could continue using these same containers.
Well, they've changed the whole design of the system.
Man.
Okay, so this is the original, because what would happen is you would take this, you would put it in here. This would stop it from spinning.
Right.
Then you had your paddle up here. Now, my understanding is this paddle will work in this machine, and this paddle will work in this machine.
See.
So again, we'll just take this paddle out.
Because if that is the case, I do think that one good news about it is the fact that you're gonna be able to get replacement paddles.
So, yes, so the paddles are interchangeable.
All right, I like it.
Okay.
That's good.
And just to double check, this is the old paddle. It fits in the new container.
I'm ticked off though that like now, I mean.
Well, that is gonna be though, listen, here's the thing. That is why I will tell you right now, without even trying this machine, if you were in the market for a Ninja Creami, the two things that you're gonna look at of what model do you get, without even getting any further in this video, you're either gonna buy the Breeze or you're gonna buy the Ninja Creami Deluxe.
Right.
Do not buy the original 5-in-1 that came out a couple years ago. Even if you find them on sale at a bargain discount price of like $100.
Yeah.
Especially if you plan on buying extra pint containers.
Yeah, because they're gonna stop making those.
Well,
I mean,
it's harder to get parts for the original one already, and we've already had a subscriber who they had to return their original one under warranty, and Ninja did replace it. They're very good about that.
Yeah.
But they replaced it with the Breeze. So now she's got the new machine, but a whole bunch of these
Useless
original containers.
containers.
So that is why if you don't have a Ninja Creami and you're looking to buy one, make sure you only buy the Breeze or you buy the Deluxe, because again, it's gonna get harder and harder to get parts for the original one, and if they warranty it out, they're gonna replace it with the Breeze.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a strike against the Breeze for me, because I was really thinking that somehow they found a way to make a top that fit on the old canisters, and then I'm like, okay, cool, we have like a ton of the old canisters, so we'll be able to reuse them, but now that I find out we can't reuse them.
Okay, so I'm kind of happy about it and I'm okay with it. I'm just gonna sell our old one anyway.
Yeah.
Because I do buy them aftermarket. I'll leave a link for where I get them down below. But what kept breaking on our old machine, if I pull this is what I broke. And it took me a long time to get it. This piece here, the lid broke. I broke my lid. I couldn't get my paddle out. And then you have this piece, and then it would get stuck in the machine.
And it is plastic. I mean, this part is plastic.
So we had a couple of issues with that, and now here's the thing, and let's get into the Breeze. The Breeze is gonna be much different because we're gonna put our lid on like this. This is gonna go up, and it's in.
Okay, nice.
So there's no up and down lever or anything like that. It's just in like that.
Or out.
And we're in.
Okay.
Okay? So, are we gonna read through the instructions or are we just gonna wing this?
Let's just wing it.
We're gonna pull this one out. Let's grab one with an ice cream.
Oh, good. Oh, that's why you had to go in there and like...
I needed to get a container.
Okay, that makes sense.
I like these lids too.
Yeah, that is
So you have these
nice.
lids that snap on. So basically, your new container is acting as the whole outer bowl and everything. It's also less to clean.
It's got to be smart. That's definitely enough.
The other one was a pain in the neck to clean up in here. So now you have one thing to clean.
I like that.
Okay, and by the way, these pint containers are dishwasher safe.
Now wait, compare them. Are they supposed to be the same size as the old one?
Yes, they are both 16 ounces. So they both hold the same amount.
Okay.
It's just that the new version is eliminating this outer bowl.
I just want to make sure I'm not getting less ice cream, Joe.
So they are saying this is a space-saving design, but we'll compare them once we've made the ice cream.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead on here and we're gonna put it up. I definitely think it's easier to assemble.
Yes.
It's much easier to assemble.
I always made you like do that whole compartment thing.
Up and down. So we're gonna power it on, and then we're gonna do the same way we've always done it. We're gonna hit light ice cream. So before we even get into mixing it again, I am going to tell you it is not as loud as the other machine. I'm not saying it's a lot quieter, but it's definitely
better,
quieter. We realized it as the machine was going, so I quickly pulled up the decibel meter on my phone, on my watch, and the peak was 85 decibels. And the funny part is, as I'm talking here, I'm actually getting like 85 to 87 decibels in my everyday speech.
Is like proof that we have no indoor voice in this house.
So definitely, like, I'm not saying it's quiet, but it is quieter than the old one. Unfortunately, I do not think I have an old Creami container mixed up. I will double check where we could measure them.
It is loud though. The other one is very loud.
So we do have a powder, so we're gonna need to do a remix. One thing I did want to mention though, people have asked like, hey, I get an icy buildup on the outside. What can I do about that? Let me show you. So what you can do is in between your spins, take like a butter knife or something and just kind of go around the edge. And what you're doing is just kind of breaking that ice off and allowing that ice to also get mixed into the container.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a total weirdo. I get excited when there is that like little bit of a shard of
like
ice.
that.
I don't know why, but I just like it.
Okay, so you never liked using the old container. You always had a hard time getting it up. You felt like you were gonna break it.
I always ask you to do it because yes, I was always afraid I was gonna.
So why don't you put this one in to see, do you think this one is easier? I'll hold it.
Yes,
okay.
It's definitely easier.
And then what we'll do is, I usually run 2 light ice creams. Do you want to do it? Do you want to do a mix-in?
Yeah, I think we should test it fully.
Okay, so let's just do 1 respin. A lot of times with Keto Chow ice cream, I will do just 2 runs on light ice cream and that's it. But if I'm gonna do a mix-in, a lot of times I will do it and then do a respin and then do my mix-in. So we're just gonna hit respin. Okay, so we'll press the button, pull it down, pull off the lid, and let's check at texture. So that's like perfect scoopable ice cream. We'll go ahead and make a hole all the way to the bottom.
Okay, so something funny right away. I grabbed the spoons that we have with the longer handle because once we were using the other one, like the Deluxe, I noticed because it's a bigger container, our regular spoons, like I would get ice cream on my hand.
On your hand.
But this is not as deep because it's not
a smaller container.
It's a smaller container again.
So we're gonna do some mix-ins. We're gonna go bacon. By the way, this is pistachio ice cream.
Oh my gosh, the bacon as a mix-in, highly recommend.
Okay, let's put that there. Put this up. Mix it.
I cannot tell you what a difference it is in noise. This thing purrs like a walrus as compared to the other one that shook the house.
Let's check out the mix-in.
Oh my gosh, that looks good. Wow.
Is it all the way to the bottom? Well, let's just do this.
Cause that's another thing. It doesn't have like the do half. You know, it's the whole thing.
Well, that's the deluxe version.
Right. Okay, so did we get mix-ins on the bottom is what I want to know.
Well, there is mix-in on the bottom.
But is it like it is from the deluxe?
Yes.
Okay.
It comes down to making that hole.
All right. And every
if
single...
you notice, there is no ice along the outside, or at least not as much ice.
No, there isn't as much ice. To my chagrin. Ready to dink it?
Dink.
Dink. Mmm. Pistachio with bacon bits. That is good.
It definitely does just as good of a job as the original Creami machine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's do this. Let's put all this away, grab the other 2 machines, and then we will compare them, give you our final thoughts. Okay, we have all 3 of our Ninja Creamies here.
Because we are total weirdos, apparently. Like, who has this much ice cream makers? I guess people who love ice cream.
We also have a compressor ice cream machine, so that would probably be us.
Well, and we also had the bowl.
We did. We sold that one though.
We've had it all.
So we have 3 machines here. We have the original Ninja Creami. This is the 7-in-1. We've had this for 2 years since it came out. Our original one has worked perfectly, never had any issues. I did break the lid on it. But that was user error because Joe can be rough with things. It had nothing to do with the machine. It didn't randomly break. Joe broke it.
And I avoided the machine altogether because I am clumsy and rough, and I'm afraid that I am going to break it.
This is the Ninja Breeze, which is actually replacing the original one. And then this over here is the Deluxe, which again, we've recently done a video on. So most important comparison is gonna be the original one to the Ninja Breeze. The biggest difference is, and again, the Breeze is replacing the original one. The biggest difference is, number one, we're getting rid of the outer bowl, which I like, less to clean, less to break, less to worry about.
And I mean, you still have that
On that machine.
in the Deluxe. So I'm gonna tell you that with the Deluxe, you're still gonna be in charge of ice cream making.
Yes. So with these two, so we're getting rid of the outer bowl. And then after that, it really just comes down to size.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a tape measure over here because they are calling this the space-saving design.
They look like they're the same height.
So we do have a tape measure. So we're 16 inches high, 16 inches high. And
one's
in
taller.
case you're curious, this one is 16 3/4 inches. In that original video, we said, I wonder if it's gonna fit under my cabinet. It does. It'll fit under any standard cabinet because cabinets have to be, I think it's at least 18 inches. I don't remember code off the top of my head, but it should fit under anybody's standard cabinet. If this one fit, that one fits.
Well, and ours is very low, so
Yeah.
I feel like ours are really, really low cabinets.
They
so
are low.
I was worried this would not fit.
Yeah, so it's only 3/4 of an inch taller than this one. This one, the space saving comes in width and in depth. So the original Creami is 6 3/4 inches, whereas this is 5 3/4. So you save an inch in width-wise.
Hey, counter space is like important real estate. I've got to fit coffee makers. I've got to fit Blackstones up there. Like I like every single inch. I want to save it.
So depth-wise, without like pulling everything off, I'm gonna call this 12 3/4 to 13 inches.
Okay.
And if we go just on the base, the part that actually sits on our counter, we're looking at just under 10 inches with this. If we add in that bowl that's sticking out, we're at 12. So still at least an inch less in depth.
Okay, that's nice.
So it is definitely space sizing. Plus, I think it looks nicer. I think definitely this looks nicer and cleaner than this one. With that being said, I'm going to say this. If you have the original Ninja Creami and it is working perfectly, there is absolutely zero reason to upgrade to the Ninja Creami Breeze unless one of three things.
You're Joe, and you always have to have the newest thing.
Yeah, you need to have the latest and greatest. B, you just want to have an extra machine.
Right.
Or C, you really want to regain 1 inch of cabinet space or of counter space. But there's really no reason to upgrade. There's no upgrades, just the space-saving design.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with this, I would not put a bunch of money into fixing it. I would just buy this one because, again, the parts are not going to be super cheap anyway, so I would just upgrade to here. But if your machine is working fine, you don't want to upgrade to this one at all.
No, because you can't use your old canisters in this.
Right.
So like it's really going to be something where you've got to reinvest, not only buy the machine, but
if you have extra canisters.
You got to buy extra canisters.
So what is the difference between the Breeze and the Deluxe?
Amount of ice cream.
That's the biggest difference. So the biggest difference is we've got this one here is going to make 16 ounces of ice cream or 1 pint. And this one is going to make 24 ounces.
Hefty, hefty, hefty. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
So that is going to be the biggest difference. This one makes more ice cream. Now, we generally make keto chow ice cream. And we said in that video, and I think it has confused a lot of people, when we make a keto chow ice cream, we are getting 50% more ice cream for the same exact nutrition. And people have not understood how we're doing that. That is because an actual keto chow shake, like if you were to get one, make it up as a drink, is supposed to be 24 to 26 ounces. You're supposed to put in like your 4 ounces of heavy cream or 4 tablespoons of butter, and then you fill up your blender bottle 16 to 18 ounces. We go like right up to the bottom of the threads. That is how much liquid you are supposed to have with the keto chow, 24 to 26 ounces. Well, this holds 24 ounces. So this holds a complete keto chow. When we were making the small ones, we were still using a full package of keto chow. We were still using the same amount of fat source, 4 tablespoons of butter. What we were using less of is water. We were using a lot less water.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking about 6 to 8 ounces. What we have found, as much as you would think that you're going to water down the flavor is actually better in the bigger one, because when you don't have as much water, you get more of a mineral taste. And in my opinion, the flavor is more muted in the smaller one because you don't have as much water as in the bigger one, which sounds
crazy.
Weird. But I think it's because the mineral and the salt is more concentrated in this one. So you taste that more than even the flavoring. So in the big one where you're using an actual keto chow, the actual amount of water that you're supposed to use, you're getting the same nutrition as far as fat and protein in both one. This one, we're just adding more water.
Right, so I'm gonna have a scoop of keto chow, a scoop of keto chow. My fat source stays the same.
The only difference is the amount of water.
Adding more water. But by adding more water, I have more ice cream.
You got 50% more.
Fills up the space.
And in our opinion, it tastes better. Again, you know what they say about opinions.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so that is the big difference. After that, you have the idea of, with this machine, it has a setting so that you can tell it to only blend the top and leave the bottom for another time.
Which is really, really nice, because if you're somebody that even lives alone and you're making an entire keto chow and you only want to eat half of it, like, you can do that and then come back and have the very same experience the next time you do that bottom half.
Right. And you can also tell it to only do mix-ins on the top if you want, or you can tell it to only do mix-ins on the bottom. The nice thing about that is it also becomes a time saver.
Right.
Because as a time saver, if you tell it I only want the top, instead of taking 4 minutes, it only takes 2 minutes.
Which is nice.
So you have those little things. On the con of the bigger machine is you are still using this old system.
Right.
That is the biggest con between this one and this one. So you're using the old system, and this one is just as loud as the original Ninja Creami, whereas this one seems
Softer.
to be a little bit quieter, probably because of just the whole design of it. Now, we're purchasing these when they first came out. So at the time that we were recording the video, this retails on Ninja's website and in most stores for $199. This one is retailing for $249. Ninja usually has a coupon on their website, like when you log on, like, hey, give us your email address. Give them some fake email address. Well, not a fake email address, but give them an email address that you only want coupons to go to, and maybe not your primary one. Like, go to Gmail and set up a junk mail email address.
Your Joanne Fabrics
email.
one.
Yeah, there you go.
That email.
And they'll give you like 10% off. And you're going to find it on sale in stores. Again, we're just going by what it is at the time. What is the retail price? You're going to find deals, especially Black Friday, those kind of things. With that being said, if you have the original one, should you upgrade to this? Absolutely not. Should you upgrade to that one?
Yes.
It depends. Do you want the extra features? Are those extra features worth the hassle of selling your old machine and then buying a new machine? Like more ice cream, all that. Maybe you have a friend or a relative you want to give your old machine to.
Yes.
Then, yeah, I would say do that.
That's nice.
So if you don't have one, now you have to make a decision. Do you want the smaller one or the bigger one? My personal opinion is this is worth the extra $50.
I agree. Now, have you noticed, now this is brand new, right? Have you noticed that one is easier to get than the other one?
No, because they're brand new. It's hit or miss on Ninja's website. Sign up, then send you a notice when they're available.
So if you don't have a Creami,
but I think they're going to start showing up in stores now.
So so would you just buy any? If you are just trying to find one that's available, would you wait for this to become available, or if this shows up, would you just grab that?
That's a personal preference call. What I would say is do not buy the old one. The other thing I'm going to just caution people, because people have already sent us these messages. Again, we don't work for Ninja. We're not sponsored. They're not giving us any money for this. But people have sent me links. Hey, I found a Ninja Breeze or a Ninja Deluxe, and it was like $69. Don't trust those websites.
No.
It's a fake. They're trying to scam you out of your money. Trust really bona fide websites. Go to Ninja, Best Buy, Amazon, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Sam's Club, but some random, who knows, company, I would not buy one from them. They're probably trying to scam you out of your money, and if it's too good to be true, it probably
is.
Right, so if you see a $200 machine and they're selling it for $69, probably not an authentic deal.
Yeah.
So that is where I would go. You have to just make a decision. Do you want more? Do you want the latest and greatest? Do you want the extra features? This one also makes slushies. You could make like mixed alcoholic drinks with it if you so incline. This one can't do that. This one you can take like Redmond Relight or Element, put it in a container, freeze it, and have an electrolyte slushy. Can't do that with this machine.
But I can tell you for like our RVers out there, when space is super duper a commodity, this may be the best bet for you.
Yeah, so that's the big difference. Just make a decision of which one you want. Personally, I really like this one. I do like the design. I wish they put this design on this.
Yeah, me too.
One thing I did want to mention, if we put this off to the side a little bit, you can buy extra bowls for these directly from Ninja. The small bowls, I don't know about this one here. I know they have them, but right now, if you look on their website, they're still there. The original 16-ounce ones were $20 for two. These are $30 for two.
Okay.
However, you can go onto Amazon and buy aftermarket ones.
Oh, wow.
And so I bought aftermarket ones for the original, and they've always worked fine. This is the aftermarket for the Deluxe.
Oh, wow.
And I will show you. They're identical as far as the pieces on the bottom. It fits in here. This still fits on here just fine.
Nice.
The only difference is this one's got these fancy little ridges. This one doesn't. And this is just, it has nothing to do with the machine. This is
pretty
aesthetics and when you hold it in your hand.
Oh, yeah.
But it has the same markings, everything, like probably made in the same factory.
Probably.
Okay, however, this was $30 or $34 for 4 of them, and then there was a 10% off coupon.
Wow.
So, again, $30 for 2 on Creami's website, or $34, which worked out to be about $31 for 4.
Have you seen an aftermarket for
I have
this guy?
seen that, but I did not look up the price. I will leave links for everything that I know of down below in the description. But that is our comparison of the Ninja Creami Deluxe, the Ninja Creami Breeze, and how it stacks up to the original Ninja.
And whichever
Creami.
one you choose, you're about to have some delicious ice cream in your life. And so it's a win-win no matter what.
If you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over here. Also, make sure you take a look at the most recent video that I'm gonna put right over there.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.